Oh, well, hey, I'm Bobby Solomon. I run an art design culture website called The Fox is Black. Started about 4 years ago here in Los Angeles. I was tapped to do improving transportation in Los Angeles. Except it's not just transportation, it's public transportation. And if I can read you the exact question, it was, how do we get LA back to the 30-10 plan, even if people don't write it themselves? And if in doing so, how do we demonstrate to the federal government that LA is supportive and worthy of their funds? LA supporting public transportation is a bit scary. I personally have not had a car since September of 2009. So Alyssa and we share this bond, but we take public transportation. So I actually work out in Beverly Hills and I take the bus quite frequently. I also have a bike. So this is something I'm quite familiar with. I take the bus and I understand it and I know now what to do, and I think for a lot of people it's a little bit scary. But it's a perception that kind of definitely needs to go away. These are creepy photos I've taken on the bus of people and things. If you see on the right here, it's like 4 old guys with baseball hats and plaid shirts almost in a row. I couldn't believe it. It's like kismet. But the bus isn't that scary, really. It's actually just, it's new, and I think people aren't really familiar with it, and they don't really know like which bus, to get on and so on and so forth. You run into characters like this, which I don't think you can see it as well as on here, but she matches the seats almost. It's like she's wearing bus camo. And this is what I mean. Like, riding the bus is actually really funny. But the whole point was to get people knowledgeable about the 3010 initiative, which is doing 30 years of work in 10 years, which is huge. The improvements they want to make is things like getting a subway to the ocean, which we all know we want. I mean, everyone wants to not have to drive an hour to get to Santa Monica. Extending bus lines and so on and so forth. They have a huge exhaustive list, and I suggest you check it out. But I had a pretty simple suggestion. Here's some more beautiful photos, and then this is some of the other things. So it's beautiful. Wait, let me go back. Beautiful. You can't really see it, dang. And then you have plywood with a janky bus stop. So I think one of the biggest problems, and since I'm a designer and I constantly am obsessed with design, and that's kind of what I consume myself with, I decided that I would focus just on the aesthetics of buses, because trying to fix public transportation is beyond me. I can't do that. So I began thinking about people like Ed Ruscha, who is an amazing artist. He wasn't born here, but he's lived here. He's painted here for about 1,000 years. And he's actually just had to move his studio, unfortunately, from Venice to Culver City because they're putting in a parking lot where he worked, which is horrifying to me. But Ed Ruscha's work is extremely classic. It's iconic. It's something that is embedded in our culture, I think. And it's kind of what started this whole idea for me. So, you know how buses have those horrible banner wrap ads all over them, which I'm sure brings in money, of course. But what if instead we chose to put art on the sides of these buses, and we decided to inject culture, and so I came up with this idea of basically, I sort of calling the campaign sort of Slow Down, which I think is something that we could all use in our day-to-day lives. But using sort of like my concept would be using Ed Ruscha's art on the side of a bus, So everywhere you go, you see these basically mobile art mobiles that are going through town, And you, maybe you're going from Union Station, you take the subway, and the subway is wrapped with beautiful art. So that was sort of what I was trying to do, is saying, what if we start injecting our huge artistic culture that we have here in Los Angeles and put it everywhere? So we all know this guy, Shepard Fairey. I can't imagine none of you know him. He's iconic now. I mean, he's almost like a rock star status, I think, as it goes with designers. And so it would be about, taking his sort of style and applying it to, bus benches, Just there's so many different applications, and that's what I wanted to sort of touch upon. This is Jeff McFetridge. You may know his art from, he did the titles to Where the Wild Things Are. He went to Cal Arts. This is the site of the Montalban Theater on Vine Street. He had that up for a while. And this could be sort of the playfulness that we have. You don't need anything serious. If anything, it's just about bringing art and a lightness to everyone. I mean, especially with people in their cars all the time, it doesn't make sense to not bring art to people. And I think in doing so, then you're going to have people that want to ride the bus. So then they know, oh, well, that's kind of nice. It looks nice. It seems nice. That seemingness will get people, hopefully, to ride buses. This is Mike, the last one, sorry, was Gianna's son. And this is Mike Mills. He directed the movie Thumbsucker. He did the art for Ayers Moon Safari. I mean, these are all people who are a part of our community. And so really, it's taking people who are a part of our community, giving them basically blank canvases, which is our public transportation system and LA Metro, working together to create, art for everyone. This is from the MoCA that was at the not the big one, the other one. And but just basically, I think it really illustrated to me the creativity that's buzzing in Los Angeles, and that there are a ton of really creative people. We just need to give them the proper outlet, and by doing so, I think we can get people to really embrace public transportation. All right, thank you.